I have a lot of problems with this video, but one of the big things that came to mind is how I'm noticing that on this app, there's a lack of understanding of the severity of restrictive eating disorders and being underweight. Slowly but surely, TikTok is turning into early 2000s pro-Anna Tumblr, where people are bragging about their eating disorders, and that's really scary. Now, I know I have told many times how eating disorders and restrictive eating can impact your metabolism and your skin and your hair and your nails and loss of period and all of those things, even bloating. And unfortunately, a lot of the responses that I see are, that's fine. Like, those things don't seem scary to those individuals because they can live with it. So I want to talk about some of the more severe impacts of severe restriction and being in a really low body weight. Now, one of the big things is when you're restricting your intake and particularly tying that with over exercise, it decreases your body's availability of glycogen, which is that storage form of carbohydrates, right? And then what that does is actually impact glucose metabolism, which can result in hypoglycemia. And hypoglycemia is low blood sugar, which can result in headaches, slow thinking, mood changes, seizures, and if it got bad enough, it can result in death, which is super concerning. Anorexia is also associated with significant brain atrophy. In this one study, they said severe cases of anorexia that appear on an MRI seem to be indistinguishable from the brain of a person with Alzheimer's disease. That's really scary. Other studies show that 85% of women and 35% of men with anorexia have either osteopenia or osteoporosis, which is really low bone density. And then lastly, it impacts your heart. When you're not taking in enough, it quite literally atrophies the muscle in your heart. Your heartbeat can become abnormally slow because basically your heart is weakened and it's not pumping as fast as it should be. The walls become really thin. And then what can happen is blood can build up in your heart and it's not able to pump it out, which leads to congestive heart failure, which is actually the main cause of death with anorexia. Now, I know all of these things are really scary, but it's really important that we talk about these severe impacts of restriction and being significantly underweight, because we can't keep promoting this idea that it's okay to have an eating disorder or that you can just live with it. All of these things are really dire, and we can't keep saying that it's all right to be a super low weight or hardly eat anything or promoting it in these videos. I want you to know that all of these things you can recover from, and you can heal from eating more food. If you seek the treatment that you need, you are worth it.